thought we'd come to the farm. There was a pretty bad typhoon that went straight over the farm a few days ago. I think it would reach category 5, and then by the time it went over the mountains and everything, it had died down quite a bit, but we wanted to see how the trees are doing, because we were down in La Union earlier today, and noticed a lot of trees were basically stripped bare, so thought we'd drive up here on the way home and see it. Just coming into the farm, the first thing we see is this trunk here. This was a mahogany that was growing here. I think it probably was just growing on its own. It came from, there's a mahogany. There used to be several mahogany trees over here on the left side, but I think it just sprouted up from a seed probably. So that was there. It totally snapped off. I'm guessing it had something to do with how it's growing against this other tree and snapped off. So I was honestly not that thrilled with having a mahogany be the first tree we see when we enter the farm every time anyway. I don't necessarily have anything against them, but it's not something we necessarily wanted to have here. This though, this is naturally growing, some kind of Albizia species. I forget the name of it, but it's had some broken branches, but it survived. If we look to the right, some buggrass trees are still doing okay, a little bit of damage up in the top. Go up here. The main damage seems like it's leaning trees. Some I think we can prop up, or we'll try to prop up, but I don't know. We'll see if they make it or not. It's pretty wet, so hopefully they can get some new roots and stabilize. I don't really have this stuff with me now. I wasn't necessarily planning to do much today. It's actually almost dark, so I'll have to come back in the near future and try to prop them up or stake them or something, and get them, hopefully give them a chance. But we'll go through and see what we have here. I don't know what kind of tree this is, but this was growing when we first came, and it basically every little windstorm it has branches snap off. It seems like a pretty brittle tree. This one right here, but it seems to always come back, so that wasn't a big surprise. You see a Nara basically leafless behind it. That's called Quantas, I think, that's leaning. You see, we had actually staked that previously, so it had already had some issues before. I think that's an Amoobis leaning over here. Honestly, most of the trees though are, if we look, they're actually still in pretty good shape, which I'm thankful for.
We just have some tuog trees that lost branches, or the branches snapped.
Yeah, I have a feeling they're kind of...
This one?
I think we'll trim that off there, but I think they kind of maybe naturally do that. Because if you look at most of the older tuogs are basically branchless, going up a pretty high. So
That one's broken though.
Yep. But again, this is the branch. I don't have a saw with me.
Okay.
Go down here. One thing I did, there's some, I don't know if a tree fell down over here.
You have to speak louder.
I don't know if a tree fell down over here or what, but opened up. You have a nice view of the ocean this way.
Yeah.
I guess this was actually, the property ends just down here a little bit, so I think looking at it, it's mostly bananas that fell. It's just kind of opened up a view of the ocean, but
Yeah, it's a nice view. Beautiful.
that's usually what happens. There's a little, looks like a tree uprooted there. Not sure what that was. So,
And I go.
over here. It looks like most of these tillwog just have snap branches, so we'll maybe just bring a little ladder and we can trim off the broken that's hanging there. The fact that they all pretty much did that makes me think they're maybe kind of prone to that.
Mm-hmm.
Like overall the amugi seem okay for the most part. A couple of Klantas have fallen there. I don't know if those would be able to save or not. It's broken the roots off, and
There's two.
yeah, I don't know how easy that's going to be to. It's even worth trying to prop them up. See that root's going clear out
Wow.
here. The root of this tree stretching way out to the side already. A big tree.
Yeah, it was heavy. I was trying to lift it. You want to show them the sunset?
Yeah, might as well. Actually, that's about where we came from. Maybe a little bit south, but the sun over the ocean. I guess that's, what is that? Is that La Union, Pangasinan yet? I don't know what that would be there. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, La Union, Pangasinan. I would think.
Anyway, lost some trees, but I'm not happy that we lost them, of course, but I'm happy that it wasn't worse, because I was pretty nervous. The center of that storm basically went right over this hillside. So, and just looking down below on the hills, on the slopes, it looks like most of the trees are okay on those slopes too, so. Yeah, I guess I'll try to come back sometime soon, see what I can do for some of these, at least the smaller trees that are leaning, and prop them up. want to see this Benguet pine. Was it the last video we did? I don't remember. Pretty recently, I staked this Benguet pine. It was leaning this way. Now it looks like the wind's kind of, the bottom part of the trunk is okay, but now the wind's kind of leaning that way. I don't think the stake is, or the wind made it lean that way. I don't think the stake is really too necessary anymore. Maybe I'll just reuse that for something else. Yeah, tons of bananas. The bananas are really affected. Yeah, the last couple of storms did a lot of damage around the Philippines, so it's been pretty rough couple of months here for a lot of people. So I wanted to just let everybody know we're keeping you in our prayers, and thought we'd do a quick walk around here, see what happened, show everybody what happened up here. So we'll make some more videos in the near future, and thanks for watching. We'll see ya.
Thank you, everybody.